Hello everyone, and welcome to a speedrun showcase as part of Disability Awareness Month. As a reminder, throughout the month of October, we'll be featuring speedruns by disabled speedrunners to help promote Able Gamers Foundation and more awareness for what they do. Today we have a speedrun of Tetris Attack by She's Chardcore. As a reminder, if you have a game you'd like to run as part of Disability Month, just type out Disability Month after an exclamation point in chat, and you'll be given a form that you can enter into for participating for that. Just a quick few announcements to go over real quick. The games list for HDQ 2020 is out, so you can go to gamesdonequick.com to check that out. First wave of registration will begin today near the end of our show. We'll let you know when it happens. Disability Month in chat, once again, we'll let you know about submitting to participate. And tomorrow we have Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance and The World Ends With You starting at 3 p.m. Eastern. And of course, stay tuned after Tetris Attack as we will have the community spotlight immediately afterwards. So Chardcore, why don't you give us the quick introduction on Tetris Attack and what we can expect to see? We appear to have lost Chardcore. 1 second. One second. Alright, so we ran into some Discord issues there. We should be good. Alright, so we ran into some Discord issues. And we're going to toss it over to Chardcore to talk to us about Tetris Attack and get us started.
Hello everybody. Some technical difficulties. It wouldn't be a Monday if nothing broke, right? Something's got to break every Monday. It's just the rule of the universe. But hi, I'm Chardcore. I do retro speedruns. Today we're going to show off some Tetris Attack hard mode. This is like the story mode where you have to beat all the AI people, and save the world from Bowser. Spoilers: Bowser's the final boss. Probably should have mentioned that before. The spoiler alert. Sorry if anybody's shocked by this shocking information. My PB in this category is 933, and that was set months prior. My hand is in a lot worse shape at this point, so we're not going for PBs. We set the estimate to 13 minutes. The timer will start when I hit start on this screen, and then it'll end and you hear the brrrr sound from Bowser. That was a good brrrr. To steal a line from Arcus. I'm just going to dive right in. We'll explain the run as we go. This should be fun, hopefully. I'm just praying I don't lose a round. So, timer will start when I hit start, and I'll give you a countdown right now. 3, 2, 1, go. So the objective of Tetris Attack is to overstack your opponent's side of the board. That's how most puzzle games work. And that's not riveting information, but... the way you overstack your opponent is by making chains and combos. So when you see a 2x come up like that, that's considered a chain. And those are longer blocks, as you can see. What I have these small blocks here, Those are from combos. That's when you make like one move that does more than 3 tile clears. I think that 4. Yeah, the more garbage blocks you send over, the higher chance the AI has of losing. Holy crap, that has never happened before. Okay. That was really bad. The goal of this speedrun is not to lose in the first stage. So we're off to a great start. So I set the estimate a little bit higher. But it's alright, these things happen. Got a little too frisky. I might also be nervous, I don't know. Maybe a little bit. There's also a little bit RNG in this game. Some of the boards can be a little bit trolly. So you sometimes have to just kind of roll with it. Like whatever they give you, it's just what you got to do. Wow, I'm getting uber trolled by this guy. Lakitu is the true final boss. Anyway, you'll notice how he didn't die immediately when he was overstacked. There's actually invincibility frames, for lack of a better term. If you're stacked over the top, you have a little bit of what's called stop time. And if you've made any big chains or combos, your stop time's a little bit longer, but it's still an extra, like, half a second or so that the AI cannot be killed. And the same thing holds true in reverse, which is nice. So there's sent a bigger garbage block as we got higher than a 4x chain. You would think that part of the role, or part of the strategy would be to just make the biggest chain you possibly can. You actually don't want to do that for a few reasons. Mostly related to the AI surviving longer. So the invincibility frames, no matter how far you've stacked the CPU side, doesn't matter if it's 1 block, half a block, or 45 blocks, they won't die until X amount of time passes. And if they're clearing something, like if there's pieces currently being cleared on the screen, they basically have invincibility frames till that runs out. Went a little bit weird. So you want to time your moves to be... I guess that's not really the right thing to say. You want to stagger your puzzle clears to, I should back up, actually. The reason I'm trying to say that is because the AI, you know, if they're in the middle of a big clear, like you send them a huge garbage block and they somehow clear it, you have to wait for the entirety of that animation for the invincibility frames to wear off. So you gotta kinda like time your stuff pretty well here. You gotta send the right combination of blocks that kinda screws them over, if that makes sense. So if you just send one giant block, they can just keep clearing that over and over, but if you stagger stuff in the middle of all those things, then you're generally in good shape. I'm getting trolled today, this is not fun. We're gonna press on, 'cause that's what we do. Alright, so this is going abysmally bad, but that's okay. As long as we're getting some Magneteers spamming the magnet love in chat, and possibly the exclamation point, oh boy, which now that I've said that I have to oblige. No boy! There you go, that's for all the Magneteers out there. So I should probably explain why I'm playing this game. I'm certainly, even before the Parkinsons took over, I was not an elite player, but I was definitely a lot faster than what you're currently seeing. And I picked this game on purpose because it's a big challenge. Like, physically. So a bit of the sob story here to get some donations in for the Able Gamer Found. Last September, so September 2018, I actually lost my job, which was highly unfortunate. I got super depressed. Everything was bad. Bad time in my life. December rolls around, December 2018, and I'm diagnosed with early onset Parkinson's. So I'm in my mid-30s, and most Parkinson's sufferers are older than that. You might have seen, Muhammad Ali had it, Michael J. Fox has it. There's another celebrity that recently said she had it. I forget who that was. Should probably be on top of that. But the symptoms that you typically see with all of the people I just mentioned are the tremors. So your hand shakes uncontrollably. Can't really do anything about it. It's called a resting tremor. When you sit there and you're not using your muscles, it's just a resting tremor. I have more on the lines of what's called an action tremor or kinetic tremor. So as I use my hand, it gets worse. I don't really have a camera to show that, but it's not pleasant. The main symptoms that I have, apart from the aforementioned tremor, is muscle rigidity and tightness. And that's why I'm playing at a relatively slow level compared to what I used to be able to do. Is because my muscles are just super tight. And the best way I can try and describe this is, if you're in a position where you can do this, extend your right arm, like straight out, curl up a fist, tighten that fist, and then hold that position. And that's where the starting point of my life is. Like, I don't have, good times where it's like, oh, my arm is fully great now. It's tightened up and that's about all we can do. I take meds, it kind of helps. But it's not a cure, because there is no cure. But anyway, so I was diagnosed with Parkinson's, like I said, in December of last year. And these are obviously bad things. You lose your job, you get a disability. What do? You turn to the internet for love and support. And one thing that got me through a lot of these bad times was watching speedruns. Folks like Cats on Your Head, Arcus, and some others. They're all big influences in my life, because I said, okay, I can watch people destroy games quickly, and for some reason it's like therapeutic for me. And it was a drastic improvement in my life. And then, after many months of not getting anywhere with work, or finding work I should say, I decided to test my hand at actually streaming. And one of the first games I streamed, if not the first game I streamed, was this one. This led to, many days of just streaming to where it's just me and my cat. But there was a lovely person by the name of Sprinting Legs who came in, and she said that I should try speedrunning. And I don't know why she said that, but I agreed with her. And we tried speedrunning, and the first game that I speedran was Tetris Attack. So this game holds a special place in my heart, even if I'm sucking miserably right now. Kind of wanted to show this game off a bit, for those who might not be privy. It's also an extremely difficult game for my Parkinson's. Because as I mentioned, the muscle rigidity and the slowness and stuff is very difficult to combat. So that's my thumb being very slow. So I actually have to slow myself down sometimes, where I'm like moving too fast, because my thumb can't handle the speed anymore. I'm thinking of these moves like way quicker than they're actually happening, but I can't physically get them done as quick as I'm thinking. So I have to kind of underclock my brain a bit and say, alright, slow down. Everything's fine. Make your matches. Doesn't have to be crazy. You don't gotta go swaggy. And that's kind of how that goes. But Twitch has been an integral part of my life since I started speedrunning in May. A lot of people seem surprised when I'm like, yeah, I've only been speedrunning for like 4 months. This game notwithstanding, I tend to do pretty well in other stuff. There's frame rate lag, as you just witnessed. But yeah, I started streaming in April, started speedrunning in May, and my life has changed dramatically because of it. And it's a good dramatically, because I'm way less depressed nowadays. I'm way less anxious. I still have some bad anxiety days, but it's not as bad as it used to be. It gets me out there, it gets me social. Everything's great. Excuse me, and water gets stuck in my throat there. I've met some absolutely wonderful folks who've inspired me to do greater and better things. It would take me forever to shout out everybody that I want to shout out, so I'll just say I love everybody. That's not true. There's one or two people I don't love. I shouldn't lie like that. But I love the community that we're building, the Magneteers. Happy that everybody is watching me struggle at this game. That's actually not a bad kill, but the top level players for this game, they get kills in like the 10 or less second range. And I sometimes get an 11 or a 12, but it's probably just a fluke at this point. There's 3 more fights, and then we'll be done forever with this game. Now I'll probably still play it at some point. I enjoy the game, it's fun. Yeah, since starting this Twitch channel, we've inspired a lot of people. Sometimes I inspire people to do speedruns, sometimes I just inspire people by trying to overcome the disability. I say trying because sometimes I fail. But you gotta keep fighting. So yeah, I guess I could explain why I have Parkinson's, because there actually is a reason for it. So there's a genetic mutation in a gene that I won't even try to bore you with. If you have this genetic mutation, it is 100% guaranteed at some point in your life you will develop Parkinson's as long as you live long enough. And, quite frankly, that sucks. It's not very good. Lucky me, I got this mutation. It's a familial thing. It runs in families. And a lot of people in my family had or have the disease. So my mother has it, my grandfather had it, one of my uncles had it, my brother has it, and now I have it. They weren't all early onset like me, but they were, again, it was 50-50 chance. It's flip a coin. Heads you get it, tails you don't. I unfortunately won, quote-unquote, won that coin flip, so this is what I got to deal with now. But Twitch and speedrunning and the communities I've been a part of have just blown me away. Just the love and acceptance from everybody has been amazing to witness. I'm sure now I start playing well. That's actually a gold, looking at my live splits. So there's one more stage here. Once you hear the sound from Bowser, that means we're done. A little bit overestimate. Dying on the first round, probably not a good thing for a speedrun, but we're overcoming adversity and we're pushing through. It's what we do every day of our lives. It's actually a pretty good setup. I kind of botched that, but that's okay. So yeah, I want to thank the GDQ folks for accepting this run. I was very surprised when I saw the email come in. Because A, I'm not an elite player, and B, I don't know, it's just the kind of luck that I have. But yeah, shoutouts to the Able Gamers Fund. Or charity, I should say. I'm glad that we can all band together and fight whatever our afflictions happen to be. Bowser survived that. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I wish I could move the cursor considerably faster than what I'm doing, but like I said, these things happen. that enough? No, it's never enough. It was enough. Time. Only 6 minutes away from my PB. We did it, Reddit. Yeah, shoutouts to everybody who's been a part of my journey. I had fun doing a not so great playthrough of Tetris Attack, but quick shoutouts. I can't shout out everybody because there's hundreds of names and I don't think we have that kind of time. So we get a special shout out to Blue Beetle for being a fellow Parkinsonian. He knows what I'm going through. Shout outs to folks like Nixus and Mike Cade, JD's Retro Games, Adult377. There's so many great people that have been a part of this journey with me. And yeah, sorry that didn't go super great, but it was a video game performed with relative alacrity. That's what we do here, right? Enjoy this fancy outro with little Yoshi ready to come and kick some butt. And thank you everybody for tuning into this. If you're expecting top-level gameplay, I apologize for not delivering. But overcoming adversity is more important than getting good times. But yeah, thanks again, everybody. Glad everybody got to tune in and see this. Hope to do this again sometime soon. Maybe SGDQ. I live pretty close to it. I'm saying Puzz Slot needs more runners. If I can run Puzz Slot at a GDQ, I'd be thrilled. Of course, I still need to submit it, but that's fine. Much love to everybody.
All right, thank you once again to Chardcore for that run of Tetris Attack and for sharing that with us. It's wonderful to hear that speedrunning can do such great things. And of course, if any of you are struggling with disabilities and have a hard time keeping up with the gaming that you would like to do, make sure you check out Able Gamers. They do a lot of advocacy, helping people find assistive technology and that sort of thing. So please check them out if it's something you think would help you. But we are going to go to a quick break because coming up soon, we've got the Community Spotlight, which is going to be Sonic 3 and Knuckles, run by Control. But before we do that, I just would like to remind everybody, thank you for tuning in. Hotfix is funded in part thanks to your subscriptions and bits. Please consider subscribing to support future broadcasts. We will be back in just about 8 minutes with the Community Spotlight.